Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms on the Mysterious JG. I was in the middle of taking a turn, but I'm also realizing that I need to check up. Once again, I'm trying to process other videos while I record, so if you do not mind, I'm going to get something else going here. How are you folks doing, by the way? I'm doing pretty good. We're on offense against the Kingdom of Wu. We weathered their first major attack, which I'm thinking they might try to send like constant little piecemeal attacks to keep us from getting our momentum going, but really they sent one pretty sizable attack at us right from the get-go, and I really do believe that they're not going to be able to maintain that kind of attack. I don't think they've got enough forces to do it. And I would show you the cities I'm talking about and the place I'm talking about, except that of course I'm you know, playing around with something off of the screen you can see and trying to get something, also trying to get an upload started for YouTube, just keep this thing moving along as efficiently as possible. I'm sorry, and now I'm ready to come right back to it. We have Zhuge Liang's force here, including Sorkin Nail and some other officers. We're going to attack Lu Jiang, so that the forces in Shaochun could continue to work on the defense of this city. And they, on their way, were cut off by attackers coming out of Jia, whatever. Which is, of course, being attacked by the forces of Ma Tang. The only, and he's got Guangzhou, Menghuo, and some other cool dudes. He's the only district leader who's actually doing something beneficial right now. So good for you, man. Other than just like, you know, getting supplies in a very general sort of way. You guys don't have boats with you, do you? That would be pretty cool. But Runan, which doesn't really have any officers left in it anymore, is resupplying. Who are you guys? Zhang Liao's cavalry unit. I wonder what orders I gave them. I did a bunch of stuff in the last session that now I don't remember exactly what I was doing. Apologies for that, folks. But, important thing to remember here, folks, is that they didn't do a lot of damage at all. A crappy bow unit against a really good cavalry unit. That kind of sucked for me. Too soon. Do some damage to both of these units at once. Take up a bunch of tactic points, but this is my kind of fight, yeah. Because I want to keep on hurting them. This ram unit, I've hurt them. I want to keep on hurting them. I don't want them to just have an unimpeded path up here to Runan. But at the same time, I don't want to stop and completely destroy them before I press on with the attack that I had planned. So it's a tough call, folks. Tough call. Okay, let's get some people working on a sex farm, a mint, to replace the mint that was destroyed up here. From there, I probably need to recruit, inspect, and drill. Pretty much out of threatening enemy units. What's left are a bunch of rams, which will be a problem if I let them get close to my my towers, but I'm not going to do that now, so it's all good. So Nicola, cross your fingers. If you're still watching this LP by some chance, crossing my fingers that you get captured and are given the opportunity to join my force. Yes! Excellent! Enough nonsense. Why would I ever serve you? Well, you're a created officer. I don't want to kill you. I have nothing more to say to you. Just take me to my prison. It's not your prison, buddy. The prison belongs to all the inmates. That Sue Nicholas attitude's really bothering me. But we're still going to give Sue Nicola a chance to see the light of reason and join the Imperial Khan. Certainly because I just chose not to execute Sue Nicola, which means that I won't have another opportunity to execute Sue Nicola until Sue Nicola escapes from prison and gets captured again. These guys have enough food, I could probably just... time to finish them off, keep going, yeah! Awesomeness! Awesome sauce. Probably just keep moving forward with these guys and maybe even take that city that... I was gonna have Zhuge Liang's group attack, but certainly are enough troops out in combat already. You guys already moved. Soldiers attack! Wow, they didn't actually finish them off. It kind of sucked there, actually. Alright, well, we captured Panjang. He's a pretty impressive officer. Well, I mean, you know, 75 leader, 80 war, 69 intelligence. Not bad. My honor will not allow me to submit. Prison for you too. A lot of people in prison today. Something wrong in the world today. I don't know what it is. I'm living on the edge, folks. We won't give up. Where's my food? Oh wait, no, he wasn't arrested. Attack! Ooh! I told you we won't give up. I'll never give up! I'll never give up! And he's like, oh, I admire spunkiness because spunky little girls are an inspiration to us all, and I don't even mean that in a creepy sexual way. And Liu Kai's like, I'm not a little girl, but okay. I suppose it's still nice to be called spunky. Sort of. So, who hasn't moved here? Oh, the Folger's crew. Folger and the boys. Said I wasn't going to rebuild these cities before I moved on and attacked a new city, but, oh, I guess I was lying. At the very least, I'm going to get this one started. Try to get it developing some food and stuff so these guys can keep going. Let that transport unit catch up. These guys can work on domestics until that transport unit gets caught up. Folger? Oh, I should have... Son of a bitch. I should have left one of the catapult units to attack here, but instead Folger's going to spend a couple of turns trading shots with the port so that he didn't get to take over the city like he should have. So this is his consolation prize. He gets to take this thing. Oh, my local internet has just clonked out. It's not going to affect this recording, but it's going to kind of crap up my efforts to upload something to YouTube. That sucks. Maybe it will come back on its own. And now I can do what I was going to do as far as putting this in a new district. Better know a district. The Fighting 7th. No, not a new district. Let's get the Fighting 3rd here to add the district that refuses to freaking attack. Get them to add Changsha. Alright, rearrange number 3. Those guys are sending out transport units to aid others. They're not attacking, but they're doing something. You guys are doing nothing. I really ought to just put them directly under my command. I should. I really should. I should just throw that city in District 1. I could even throw a couple of good officers over there first. They're not... I mean, they're not exactly neighbors, but they're close enough that they could make a difference. But instead, what I'll do... what are you guys doing? District 3 transport. Just sending a bunch of food and who knows what else. And they're sending it to to another District 3 city. I mean, are they getting ready to attack? I do not understand the computer, what it's planning here. They're not carrying supplies of any kind. They're just sending food. Maybe they are getting ready to attack. Maybe I ought to just leave them the hell alone. I wish there was a quick and easy way for me to see how many boats the city had. You guys have no warships. You guys got warships. You don't have warships, do you? I seriously doubt you have warships. No. You don't have warships. I should really think about redoing my districts again. Oh look, my internet just came back by itself. What do you know? Let's throw in a couple of these cities. Zhucheng, Rudan. I'm not doing anything with cities like Xiaopi right now. I don't have enough action points to get up here and do stuff with these cities. Tons of gold is just piling up, and that's not a problem, of course. But, yeah, I mean, the officers there are basically being wasted. I suppose I could get you guys working on battleships. Well, they don't have... Fuck. $30,000 troops, fuckload of gold, and a fuckload of food, and equipment. Yeah. Why the hell not? Let's get all this moving in the direction of one of these cities that Xiaopi had to give all of its stuff away to try and keep Shaochun ginormous, so let's send some stuff here. 90 days. I don't believe they're going to come into the path of any dangerous Wu cities either. How about Chenliu? How many troops did I just send out here? That was like 30,000 troops. They're heading for Xiaopi, which has like no troops. Send another 30,000 troops there, no problem. You guys don't have a ton of troops because you got emptied out at some point supporting another city. You guys have not had that happen to you yet, and now it's your turn. Do I have to reward officers? No. Good. Transport. 30,000 troops, a bunch of gold, and a bunch of food. Hopefully not going over what can be stored in there. You guys have all the warships. Okay. Did not realize that. This is not a problem. This is a good thing. Did not realize they'd all ended up in that city. You guys go... No, not to Shaochun. No, they're gonna be... have too many troops if I keep doing this. You guys head to Xiaopi. But you might have noticed that I did not send them with warships. Because now I need to transport... not worried about troops so much. gold and food might not be a bad idea, though. At least some. Wait, how can they still have 60,000 troops left? Didn't I just send out a transport unit with 30,000 troops? They still have 70,000 troops. Wow. The city was a big city. Yeah, but I can't send more troops into GOP or it's going to be overloaded. Can't send more than like 20,000. A little less than 20,000 I can do. So let's send 18,000 troops, most of the gold and most of the food. One of these, all of those, and now all the fucking ships. Yeah. Oh, I knew that I brought them over here somewhat near to where I needed them. So you guys come over here to GP. Yes, that's right, Fushi-Ren, with your crazy, crazy battle cape. And yeah, we're just about ready to unleash hell. I'm gonna cross the Jiangdong, and I really do want to cross the Jiangdong in unstoppable force. Hopefully you won't get to see that showcased in this video, but in past campaigns of this game, you can have a really long, drawn-out conflict with Wu based on the fact that you can get troops across the Jiangdong, but you lose troops en route fighting, and by the time they get there, your supply lines are stretched thin, and Wu is able to constantly send out new little reinforcements to take them out. It can go really long. I would love to see the battle take the form of an unstoppable Shu force, like the kinds that I've been using against Cao Pi, and Ma Tang. And speaking of Ma Tang, let's watch his forces fight. Guo Shi's unit, transport unit. She's like, I don't know. Guo Shi like she a chick? Who is she? Follow me, and I will give you rest. It's Jesus, the Chinese warlord. Oh, Meng Huo, coup de grace. And he even has his own little unique general drawing, I think. Wang Lang has things to do, I'll just see myself out, if you don't mind, jerk. With such loose security, do they really think Ji Hao Shang would hang around here forever? Jerk. I figured out where all the guards are, I'd better be able to jerk. It's mostly former Wei officers. Now, developed Juggernauts research is complete. Excellent. Ma Chao's party has arrived in Shaochun. Confuse them with false information. Told them I'm stupid. I look stupid, but I have an intelligence score of like 100. Your turn has come. Your turn is now. You can't see me. Your turn is now. Let's go back to Chenliu. The officers are not really doing much of anything. They're just letting that fully developed city, like all of its facilities, kicking away, constantly producing gold and food, is an awesome thing. But the officers are not actually doing anything useful, so let's get them to work on a new technique. And right now, well, you know what it's got to be, folks. Well, I can go for Yunnan Ladder if I want to. Increase attack versus bases. That might be useful, actually. Fire stratagem. I can use fire from 3 squares away. That actually is the only thing in the fire tree that I actually find really useful. So I might get fire stratagem. I don't really care about the defense stuff anymore because I'm going to be on offense for the rest of the game. So Yunnan Ladder will be the next thing that I get after fire stratagem. Let's get fire stratagem. So here goes all those technique points. And this time I will have finished researching this technique almost certainly before I've got 5,000 technique points saved up again. Any rams that I have that are in battle, I don't think I've got any in battle right now. will become Juggernauts. Juggernauts replace Rams, and they're kind of fun. I'll use them before this is over, probably, just to showcase them, but they are not a big part of my strategy, as you guys have seen. But oh, now they've got somebody actually commanding troops up here. This could be interesting. What kind of guys have they got? They've got pikes and spears. They've got a lot of troops, but they don't actually have a lot of weapons. So you guys can continue. That is probably why they now have an officer there, because the AI is alerted to your attack when you actually focus on something like that. Shingsai can head back into the city. Because I didn't give her enough food to really get out there and do a lot. I'm moving to Shouchun, okay? Whatever. Maybe it's Quan Ping. I wonder what city he ended up in. I don't remember off the top of my head, folks. I think I was using him, though. Let's transport units ahoy. Now, you guys do not look like you're moving to retake the city that I'd taken from you. So that's good for me. Let's see, what have we got to develop here? We've got a market, a workshop. Let's get some farms going right away. That's probably the most important thing to get going here. I can do a mint with 3 markets around it. I can do a granary with a bunch of farms. Don't know that I need to build more siege stuff here, so I might want to get rid of that workshop. But oh, look at that sweet little actual Shingsai. That leaves one dude. He's not got a bad political score for being the very last guy to end up in the city. But let's not use him when he's on his own, just for that purpose. Let's make him start building troops. And Falger can continue to attack here. That should fall on the next turn. Waste a lot of will on those guys. Keep moving here. Don't know exactly where Zhang Liao is supposed to be heading. Have him annihilate these guys, though. It shall be done. And Toro Adun. Their will went down by 20? Why? Probably majesty or integrity or something. So you guys can continue on your merry way. You've got 200 and, yeah. Each of these units has a lot of food, so obviously I had it in mind that they were going to be in the field for a while. Do not usually send out defensive units with that kind of food. Oh, you guys are a crappy bow unit, never mind. I guess I have to take out this fort just because it's in the frickin' way. Not more than anything else, it's just in the way. I've got to get it out of there so that I can move troops around easily. You guys need to move out of there so you're not on fire. Fuck this. Actually, as I'm looking at these guys, they do have enough food to sort of go over there and start attacking food stuff. let's lead a surround attack. Because I don't feel like giving orders individually to all of these units. Clean your room, Reggie. Sorry. You probably don't know what I'm talking about when I go, clean your room, Reggie. But, you know, I assure you it's hilarious. Gotta give them credit. They tried. They tried to attack me with enough force to change the balance of power, but it just didn't work. They didn't have enough force. You guys don't really have enough food to press and make an attack at this point, so let's get you back to base. You've got tons of food, but the reason you've got tons of food is because you've taken a lot of losses. Still, I think I'll have you join Zhuge Liang's attack force. And that's it. I now have moved all my military stuff, so what do I want to do with these 82 action points? You guys are getting so much stuff sent in here that I wonder if I should stop trying to recruit. I'll have to drill, certainly. Ultra Bobo. You guys need to drill. This doesn't cost any gold either, so that's always nice. I wonder how this bulwark is going to do for, with all those troops in it. Its food use is 2658, food harvest is 4764, but I don't know how those line up. If it's that food harvest is, you know, there's like one harvest every year, and their food use is 12 times a year, once a month, or exactly, I'm not sure. But why don't you go ahead and drill so that I can just use the action. But no, I need to reward though, so let's not waste action points drilling everywhere. Let's get up to a city that's got lots of gold in it and reward officers. Jiao Mao. Yeah, he's not really a guy that I should be caring about, but what the hell ever. And here's something I haven't thought about in a little while. Well, not searching, although I haven't done that either. But trying to employ officers. Got all these free officers now. These are the Wu officers that I imprisoned who eventually escaped. And maybe perfectly willing to join me. There's also Wu dudes who are prisoners. I could supposedly get that guy. That guy's not going to join us though. Zhang Ren, he was a good officer, wasn't he? Yeah, he was a good officer, but he was one of the guys whose name I recognize because he's never ever going to join us. Just looking for people who are worth the effort here. He's not really worth the effort. Baron Element can get. Oh, that's fake Xiahou dude. I wanted to get him just because he's fake Xiahou dude. So let's end the turn, and then I'll probably save and start a new video. I think this game's actually woken me up. I don't think I'm going to necessarily go to bed right now. How fascinating, Captain. But let's watch how this battle continues to unfold. With Mr. Galagoth, he has a pretty big unit, but he spends every single turn perturbing Ma Teng, so it's not really defeating the army or anything. Hey, we've employed fake Xiahou-Duan as fake Xiahou-Duan, and it will be like you've gained 1,000 Xiahou-Duans who are all fake. Now Mr. Galagoth is attacking directly, but not doing that great. There's any urgent word that the enemy is approaching Xiaochun. Okay, so they are continuing their efforts to attack. Let's take a look at what they're... Oh, jeez. Where are the guys coming from? There was a tower unit I saw. These guys are not them, although they are probably moving towards Xiaochun also. Oh, yeah, that's a completely different group of guys. It's on the other side of the river. tower unit. Are you sending it out unaccompanied by, yeah, that would be pretty cool. Please do that, actually. I would be all about you doing that. I want to load. I want to save. And I'm going to push my luck and record another video, even though there's always a chance that my sound file will die if I keep it going for too long. Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Alright, folks. Oh, I have to restart this upload, though. Sorry. Let me take care of this real quick. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay, folks, so at this point we are continuing to attack Wu as ever. It's going to be slow going. It's not going to be easy to take the cities because they're separated by water. But certainly we're in a position where it's become inevitable that we're going to win. I mean, they don't have the capacity to attack us and enough force to take a city. We basically fended off, I think, the biggest attack they're ever going to be able to muster. So when we come back, folks, we'll continue the slow, agonizingly slow death of Wu. I'll try to make it as fast as it can go. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.